Hi, hello, welcome to Joyful Journeys channel. Today we are in the book reading session and we are in the chapter 6 of the book, which is the chapter 6. The topic is attention. So let's get started, my dear friends. Before that, if you are not subscribing, if you didn't subscribe to my channel yet, please do subscribe. That means a lot to me. Thank you. Okay, let's get started. A double minded man is unstable in all his ways. Attention is forceful in proportion to the narrowness of its focus. That is, when it is obsessed with a single idea or sensation, it is studied and powerfully focused only by such an adjustment of the mind as permits you to see one thing only. For you study the attention and increase its power by confining it. The desire which realizes itself is always a desire upon which attention is exclusively concentrated. For an idea is endowed with power only in proportion to the degree of attention fixed upon it. Concentrated observation is the attentive attitude directed toward some specific end. The attentive attitude involves selection, for when you pay attention, it signifies that you have decided to focus your attention on one object or state rather than on another. Therefore, when you know what you want, you must deliberately focus your attention on the feeling of your wish fulfilled until that feeling fills the mind and crowds all the other ideas out of consciousness. The power of attention is the measure of your inner force. Concentrated observation of one thing shuts out other things and causes them to disappear. The great secret of success is to focus the attention on the feeling of the wish fulfilled without permitting any distraction. All progress depends upon an increase of attention. The ideas which impel you to action are those which dominate the consciousness, those which possess the attention. This one thing I do, forgetting those things that are behind, I press towards the mark. This means this one thing you can do, forgetting those things that are behind. You can press towards the mark of filling your mind with the feeling of the wish fulfilled. To the unenlightened man, this will seem to be all fantasy, yet all progress comes from those who do not take the accepted view nor accept the world as it is. As stated heretofore, if you can imagine what you please, and if the forms of your thought are as vivid as the forms of nature, you are, by virtue of the power of your imagination, master of your fate. Your imagination is you yourself, and the world as your imagination sees it is the real world. When you set out to master the movements of attention, which must be done if you would successfully alter the course of observed events, it is then you realize how little control you exercise over your imagination and how much it is dominated by sensory impression and by a drifting on the tides of idle moods. To aid in mastering the control of your attention, practice this exercise night after night. Just before you drift off to sleep, strive to hold your attention on the activities of the day in reverse order. Focus your attention on the last thing you did, that is getting into the bed, and then move it backward in time over the events until you reach the first event of the day. Getting out of the bed, this is no easy exercise, but just a specific exercise greatly help in developing specific muscles, which will greatly help in developing the muscle of your attention. Your attention your attention must be deployed, controlled and concentrated in order to change your concepts of yourself successfully and thereby change your future. Imagination is able to do anything, but only according to the internal direction of your attention. If you persist Night after night, sooner or later, you will awaken in yourself a center of power and become conscious of your greater self, the real you. Attention is developed by repeated exercise or habit. Through habit or an action becomes easier, and so in course of time gives rise to a facility or faculty which can then be put to higher uses. When you attain control of the internal direction of your attention, you will no longer stand in shallow water but will launch out into the deep of life. You will walk in the assumption of the wish fulfilled as on a foundation more solid even than earth. So beautiful, my dear friends. The attention topic is really, really beautiful. He says how the attention will change our imagination, and how that wish fulfilled imagination should be completely fulfilled, removing the crowds of other thoughts in your consciousness. And he also explains how we need to focus this attention exercise night after night. Before going to bed, we need to recollect the actions in the backward direction. That's how the muscle of your attention is developing. So this is really beautiful, my dear friends. So this is the chapter 6. Actually, I have covered all 1 to 5 chapters, the from chapter 1 beginning from I am till chapter 5, the truth that sets you apart, in my playlist, the power of awareness. Please do check those, and if you like, please do subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much, my dear friends. Bye bye.